This is an update on Stellar Lumens, or XLM, and we are in the middle of what I'm calling a Wave 2 correction, along with most of the rest of the crypto complex. On our last update, I had this green pattern displayed here as our primary. It was calling for a micro or a sub Wave 5 to have completed, and a Wave 2, a bigger Wave 2 to have completed as well. But I had remarked that it seemed a little shallow and a little too sideways to be a real Wave 2, so there was an alternate pattern that we go higher for a bigger Wave 1 or a bigger Wave 5 in this case. And that has come to fruition. We have actually topped around 43 cents in what looks like a more appropriate Wave 5 to complete our larger Wave 1. And we have, well, we fell off the cliff. If you watch my other videos on whether you should bail on crypto or not, I went over 3 categories of cryptocurrencies based on how they pulled back. And this was one of the 3 cryptos, along with Ethereum Classic, that I put in my doghouse. This is a red light crypto. That was the categorization I put on there. And that is because this is one of the few cryptos that actually broke support that day. It broke our 61.8% retrace. So typically this would be a very bad sign. But the reason I'm still bullish is that only a handful of cryptos did this. Some of them have already rallied beyond their previous Wave 1 tops. So things are still looking relatively bullish. And therefore, I have recolored this retrace line to orange-yellow color. I would really like this thing to hold 25 cents. That would be the 76.4% retrace from that Wave 1 top. If we break that, we may be in some big trouble. So I don't expect us to go too much lower than we already have. And I'm expecting to see a strong reversal relatively soon. So if you were planning to buy, we're still in this purple box. Not a bad time to buy a lump sum, deploy some in there. If you can find a way to buy it. So if we hold on and if we rally, our Wave 3 target is looking at 59 to 65 cents. And after fourth wave consolidation, our Wave 5 is looking at 68 to 74 cents as the top. So that's 74-cent number. When we look at the big picture, we really wanted to see our Wave 1 hit closer to 55 cents, and we fell short of that target. We only hit 43 cents. It's not necessarily bad news. It just means that our later extensions may not go as high as we'd like, or we may need to see some makeup extensions in the Wave 3 and some of the other sub-waves that are going to happen. But overall, it's looking bullish. We have a nice 5-wave structure, a pullback. I'm expecting the pullback to be nearing completion relatively soon. And then, as for the actual top, I've got a couple of projections here. So one of them is based on the larger overall structure, and that is assuming that this large rally that ended earlier this year in May is actually a Wave 3. That's the blue, and the blue is my primary pattern right now. And our subsequent correction was a Wave 4. The Wave 5 typically is going to land at the 0.32, 0.5, or 0.61 extension of the larger 3-4. And that puts us in a zone between 77 cents and $1.75, right in that range. In addition to that, if I take a logarithmic extension, a projection of the Wave 1-2 that we have down here so far over the past month or two, the top is projecting somewhere around 107 to $1.30. And as I've mentioned before in my other crypto videos, it is common for cryptos and commodities to see blow-off tops, what we call fifth wave extensions. So it could go beyond 130. And therefore, I have this purple box delineating or demarcating where I expect this rally to take us. If it does get that high up, we got 4 or 5x returns on this rally alone. So still pretty good potential. No reason to get sad just yet. Now, I do want to point out for this crypto, along with pretty much every other crypto I've covered, there's an alternate pattern I've added here in red, and that is assuming that our correction that ended in July was actually the A wave of a larger Wave 2, and that we may be dropping lower in a Wave C to complete this larger Wave 2. However, I want to say I don't think this is going to happen. If I were looking at just this cryptocurrency on its own, just this chart, I would be a little frightened right now just because we broke our support. This crypto makes us lean in that direction more than most of the other cryptos because, again, it's one of those red category cryptos that is in my doghouse. I need to see a strong reversal. If that's the case, we're looking pretty bullish for the rest of the year. May see some powerful extensions because when we look at the MACD, we pull back pretty hard. We've reset this thing all the way back. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'll continue to keep us updated on Stellar Lumens and love to hear your comments below. Thank you for watching and happy trading.